Hello, my lovelies. Cancer, this is going to be your 1 week read. We're going to change things up a little bit for the next little bit. We'll see how things go. These will be a little bit longer of a reading. I'm going to include quite a bit of stuff in these, and we're going to include charm casting at the end of each reading. So, how's life treating Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What's going on for you guys in the next week? Ooh, running late. Time management is needed. More rest, a sleep routine, or set an extra alarm. So if you're really struggling to get moving in the morning, go to bed a little earlier, maybe set an extra alarm so that you wake up feeling recharged. Ghost hunting, exploring the unknown, or facing some sort of fear. I go ghost hunting. I love to do it. We just did one about a week ago. So maybe you're facing some sort of fear of the unknown, or you're exploring new avenues. And chef's kiss, cooking up a storm, comfort foods. The secret ingredient, it's made with love. So maybe you're doing some baking, cooking, something to do with home comforts, all right? What's going on in love for Cancer? If I could shuffle, let's see what we've got going on. The Phoenix. You're going through a lot of changes when it comes to love. It could be new love, could be that you're rekindling something, but there's transformative energy that brings growth. So maybe you're changing your mind somewhere. Ooh, engagement ring. Maybe you want commitment, maybe you don't, however that happens to apply. Partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Someone could also be watching you. I do feel like they might gaslight you. I feel like there's a surprise proposal coming is really what I feel like. I'm seeing like this scene in my head where someone cooks dinner at home, or maybe it's a nice dinner and there's like a surprise proposal. So hopefully I don't ruin the surprise, but I do feel like there is a bit of a secret here. All right. And there could have been a breakup or a separation. So stop the silent treatment and heal the abandonment wound. All right, what do we need to see from the star seeds for Cancer? What's going on for Cancer? There we go. All right, the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. So the golden children are like the newest generation that's coming in. They've never really been here before, and so they have no real karma attached to their soul. So they're innocent. They possess really rare gifts, and we're going to start to see them kind of come online in the next couple of years to where they really do help us kind of ascend into the 5D. So interesting, you could be a parent to one of these golden children. Empathetic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So remember, if you are an empath or empathetic in any way, you need to observe, not absorb. Okay, we don't want to be a sponge. We want to see it, but it isn't ours, so we don't absorb it. And inner earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. So you're going through some transformative energy here. You'll survive it. There's new beginnings coming. And we the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, and birth as a portal. Again, just as I was saying, some of you could be parents to this new generation of golden era children, the golden children. So you might be planning a family. Maybe it's unplanned, but I do feel like you are welcoming in some new energy into your life. Interesting. All right. What do we need to see for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's happening for Cancer? 5 of Cups. You got to shift your perspective before things are going to change. Not all hope is lost. Justice tells us that we need to find the balance, court contracts, legalities, and you are going to have to make a choice in love. Do you want commitment or don't you? All right, because it is coming in. Unexpected offers of love. Someone wants to share their cup of love. But again, you're going to have to decide, do you want to go down that path or a different one? Start planning or setting some goals. I feel like you're learning some lessons. There's some important things, important challenges we're overcoming. I feel like if there's been some obstacles with earning money, there could be some money coming through like court cases or settlements. They're telling me specifically disbursement, so someone might be waiting on something coming. It's going to be more than enough. Okay, pay raise, promotion, job change, things like that, enough to go around and spread the wealth. You are working on healing. So if there's been a breakup that really did a number, you're working on healing what hurt you so you don't inflict pain on others. Nurture the things you want to grow. I do feel like you really need to trust your instincts and intuition. Yeah, so there could be like a settlement, a disbursement, some sort of contract, lottery win, inheritance. Maybe it's coming through the courts, but it is going to pay off big time for you. The Ten of Pentacles is lacking nothing financially. It could be something you're working towards to build a legacy. Again, you got to make a choice about love. So there's someone that's got their eye on you. I feel like they want you to choose them. And there's definitely some communication that comes in quickly. Okay, so let's see what we've got for our charm reading. This is our general board. So we're going to pull some charms and we'll see where it lands. What do we need to see for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer. What do we have for Cancer? I don't count anything that falls off the board. We'd throw those back in the bowl. All right. So we've got a bit of a reset with our thinking, okay? I feel like Spirit's trying to show you to maybe think outside the box. Maybe your thoughts need a bit of a reset. Maybe they've been negative. I feel like there's some sort of creativity or breakthrough. Maybe your intuition, the light bulb, finally clicks on somewhere. In feelings, we also have the Scissors. So I feel like Spirit's trying to show you that maybe you need to cut some negative feelings out and embrace something more positive. Don't forget to stop and smell the roses. I feel like we sometimes forget to live in the moment. We're always so worried about the next big thing that sometimes we forget to just like take a second and enjoy where you're at. All right, take a trip. We have the Butterfly. So something's changing to where you're going to be able to do so. Maybe financially you haven't had the means to do it. Maybe you've been too busy. Maybe you've been putting things off. I feel like you're going to have the time and the money to do so. In Spirit, we have you versus you. You might be your biggest enemy, okay? So be kind to yourself. It's you versus you. Spirit's trying to tell you that they have your back and you are also going through some transformation spiritually. So ascension, you might be going through your dark night of the soul, really growing spiritually. All right, your spirit guides want you to know that you need to repeat, I can, not I can't. I can. You can do anything that you set your mind to. It's positive thinking. We have the bee. A bee is a symbol of a miracle. Hard work pays off. Your spirit guides are elevating you to the next level. In body, we have the bat. So I feel like you might be a little more nocturnal. Maybe your body needs a little more sleep. I also feel like there could be, that's funny, they're telling me echolocation. Let's see if they'll give me anything else with that. Echolocation and sonar, like being able to see things in the dark. Oh, you might be seeing like more spirit activity. I feel like if you're really tapped in, you could definitely be seeing like shadow figures and things. Not all of them are bad or going to harm you or anything. Sometimes we just see it, especially as the veil thins. The closer we get into the 5D frequency, the thinner it is. We will start to see a lot more of all of the spirit activity around us. All right, in caution and avoid it, we have the crown. I feel like maybe if you live abroad, that maybe there's a monarchy that you're trying to avoid. I feel like there's also somebody might have like royal bloodlines in their family, but I feel like you're trying to avoid maybe overspending, because I feel like the crown is also for like expensive things, right? Like jewels, crowns, things that we would only see in royalty or people that were ultra wealthy. So maybe you're trying to avoid overspending right now is what's coming through. All right, we have, let's see, oh, the ballet slippers, how cute. Maybe you're trying to avoid injury, things like that. Maybe you need new shoes. Maybe you're avoiding something that you actually want to do, and that's a weird one to come through. We also have the moon with a star. Check out what your moon placement is. That might be something that you're trying to avoid unconsciously. So the moon would have to deal with like illusions. Maybe you're trying to avoid an illusion. Maybe you've been under somebody's spell recently and you're trying to break free from that. Interesting. In trust, we have the rose. So I feel like something's about to bloom. Spirit wants you to trust in the universe that these things are taking place behind the scenes. Okay, in work, we have the love you heart. So I feel like you're going to do something that you actually love. That's interesting. Let's see, in hardships, we have the Boat. There's something that's transitioning, arrivals, departures. A departure might, or a hardship might be leaving your life, is what I'm picking up. You might also be traveling. Maybe you've been financially in a hardship and you haven't been able to travel for a while. We also have music. So maybe you need to connect with music, and that's also going to help you to alleviate some of this hardship in your life. Interesting. Maybe you also create or write music. In love and romance, we have the baseball glove. Maybe you're dating a baseball player. I also feel like maybe you meet somebody at a game. How interesting. This one's only come out a handful of times. It did come out in one of the other readings that I also did this week. But I feel like enjoying things, extracurricular activities, socializing. Concerts also come to mind. Baseball concerts, that might be how you meet somebody. We have another flower, so I feel like love is blooming. Love and romance is blooming. Maybe someone's bringing you flowers. In friends, we have the little skull ring. Little tiny skulls there all the way around. So some sort of friendship is ending, but I feel like that also brings in something new. So endings bring new beginnings, right? Okay, in shadow work, we have the snake. Love that. So we're shedding our skin, we're growing, we're transforming. I feel like we're evolving. You know, a snake has to shed its skin so it can survive, because it outgrows its skin, its environment, and it'll die if it doesn't go through the shedding process. So I feel like you are also shedding some things that no longer resonate with you, and that's what's supposed to happen. So there could also be a connection to Hecate or Lilith. Those are deities that I would associate with having snakes with them. Interesting. And in health, we have angel wings. So I feel like you're overcoming some sort of health scare or health challenge, illness. So I feel like you're going towards recovery, and Spirit's telling you to ask for what you need, prayers, meditation, however you go about that, but that Spirit's got your back. They're encouraging healing in your health sector. All in all, it looks like it's going to be an exciting week. There's some big changes that are unfolding in love and money for you. So embrace the change and go with the flow and be open to receive. Have a great week.